What's up, YouTube? Facebook? I got two simultaneous streams going right now. So, I wanted to reach out. I had an experience together with a couple that I work with um, for counseling. And, within that experience, the question emerged, we got together for all the wrong reasons. So it made me think, and I googled it, and I have my own understanding based upon what I've seen transpire in relationships, why people get together for the wrong reasons, and what the outcome of that is. Like our divorce rate, for example, is very high because people just jump into things for all the wrong reasons. So if any of you out there are in a relationship right now, I want you to think about what that motivation was to even get into the relationship in the first place. Because a lot of times we don't even consider these things. We don't think about these things. We don't process these things. We just say, oh, I don't want to be alone. I'm going to go find somebody. And we get ourselves into trouble that way if you really don't think about it in the right ways. So let me just read this quote to you because I feel like it really highlights what we should consider. Okay, it says, don't ever be with someone because someone else pressured you to. I got married the first time because I was raised Catholic, and that's what you were supposed to do. Wrong. I got married the second time because I was miserable and lonely and thought having a lovely wife would fix everything for me. Also wrong. Took me 3 tries to figure out what should have been obvious from the beginning. The only reason you should ever be with the person you're with is because you simply love being around them. It is really that simple. So, did you like being around this person from the beginning? You know, do you just love spending time with this person? Do you feel like something's missing from your life when you're not spending that quality time with that person? If so, you may have chosen the right partner. If not, really think about, some of the reasons why you got into that relationship. I hear that. I've worked with people that have arranged marriages. They got in the relationships because, hey, my family said I need someone like you, and your family said you needed somebody like me, so we're together, right? But did they ever truly enjoy spending that quality time together? Because it's so important. Like, if you don't have those similar interests, if you can't just sit down and have dinner together and conversation and enjoy yourself, then you may have chosen someone that's not compatible with you, because that's a big part of compatibility. Like, do you enjoy this person's company? The simple things, because it's really those simple things that carry you throughout the longevity of a relationship. Like, if you're just in the car, going to a medical appointment or going to visit family, can you have a good time? Can you turn on the radio while you're in the car with this person and not feel like you're disturbing them, like it's awkward, like you both can't stand what you're listening to and you're just listening to it just to accommodate the other person? These little things really mean a lot, and they really add up, and they really tell you if you've chosen the right partner. So, really think about those reasons why you got into the relationship you're in, and really think about that quality time piece. Okay, the second point I want to make, and I'm going to get off here. The second point I want to make is, at the beginning of the relationship, did you really enjoy spending quality time with this person? And now, as the relationship has progressed, you just can't stomach to be around them? So just think about that. What happened from point A to point C? Because there's that B. What happened at point B that really kind of pushed you guys away from each other? Because that really has a huge meaning to the longevity, to the future, to the way that you're going to go about trying to solve and fix this thing if you really want to. So, we work with a lot of couples. We've seen a lot of people come back from very bad things, from infidelity, from situations that were really detrimental to the situation, betrayals, and just years of distance. And then they hit that wall where it's like, I don't have nothing to do with you no more. I'm out. But then there's that small part of them that says, but we spent all these years together. We had these kids together. We, bought these homes and things, and we've had these vacations and experiences, and I put in a lot of work with this. But should I just toss it down the drain? What happened at point B that really split you guys, which really created that distance in your relationship? And, a lot of times when people get into situations where they cheating is just a symptom of part B. Cheating is a symptom of distance. So ultimately, if somebody doesn't feel as though there's equality, there's balance, that their needs are being met, it makes them vulnerable to cheating. So yes, I don't condone cheating. Yes, I don't say that we should condone that behavior. Yes, I'm not making excuses for that behavior. But we really have to consider, where did the distance come into the relationship to cause this behavior? A lot of times the other partner triggered it. So I always say relationships are 50-50. And, we come into the relationship with all of our values, with all of our drama, with all of our traumas from the past. If you grew up in a situation where your mom abandoned you as a child, and then you get into this relationship with this great woman, maybe has some traits like your mom, but this great woman, and then you're like, wow, certain things remind me of that situation where I lost my mom. If you feel those things surface in the marriage and you slowly pull away because your fear of attaching yourself to this person is occurring, that leaves you vulnerable to cheating. So just think about that. Like, yeah, they shouldn't have did it. You know what I'm saying? I can't even be with this person anymore. They betrayed me. They're nothing like I thought they were. They're a complete opposite of everything I put my heart in. I don't trust you. I can't love you. I don't want to be with you no more. Yes, if you in your heart cannot move on from that, great. But if you're trying to work on it, then you really have to look into the past a little bit and look into the reasons why this person may have made that decision to go be with somebody else. You really have to think about these things because it goes deep. Is it anger that caused that cheating? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you just all this resentment built up because everything you say isn't being heard in the relationship? You're not understood. You're not heard. You know what I mean? I'm just completely, I can't take it. I'm angry. So you check out. You know what I'm saying? You check out of your relationship and then, oh, this looks good over here. I'm going to give this a try. And you know what? I don't even care what they think because I'm mad and I'm resentful. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, there's the anger piece that causes people to cheat, And then, lastly, that trauma. If you've been in relationships with a lot of people that have maybe betrayed you, you build up a wall. Even if this hasn't occurred in childhood where a parent or a guardian has betrayed you, maybe, your previous marriage you were cheated on. And now you've met this wonderful person and you're like, I'm keeping my distance. And this person over here, is showing me interest, and that one over there is showing me interest. And I can't resist not following through with this. Because if I don't follow through with this, then that means, I'm missing out on a part of me. So I'm gonna go see what's going on over here with this one because they cut their odds, and I'm gonna go see and follow through with it. And then bam, you cheated. And now you're like, ooh, why did I do that? That was so whack. This person is nowhere near the quality and caliber of the person that I'm with now. So you see how this kind of cycle perpetuates itself? When you really got to think about the reason why you chose to be with that person in the first place. I'm going to go back to this quote one more again because I think it's significant, Did you get involved with them because you were lonely? Did you get involved with them because you were raised a certain way and that's what you're supposed to do? Did you get with this person because, all my people have got married now. It's time for me to get married. It's my turn. I have to hurry up and get this done. I'm getting older. Like, I'm getting involved. Right now, this one looks good enough. That's the one. Is that what happened? Or, something else I've seen, something tragic happens in the relationship. So maybe somebody dies, or, maybe that person did cheat. And they come back to you and they're begging and they're like, oh, I want to be with you. And, I'm so sorry. And I'm here for you. And I know you're hurt. And I'm here and I'm going to rescue you. And I'm going to save you. And let me do this for you and that for you and show you the world. And you're like, you know what? They came back to me. Even after this pain, they came back. And they're making my pain feel better right now. And anything that in the world that can make my pain feel better, I'm gonna latch on to that. And I'm gonna hold on real tight because I need to feel better. And I need something from the outside of me to make me feel better and to make my heart feel better. So, I'm gonna get in this relationship. But were you able to spend quality time with this person? Or was it that you were at that phase where you're just impressing each other and your representatives are present and they made you feel good at this time and you made that choice to say, I'm gonna get in this relationship? Really think about, like, if you're having troubles in your relationship, think about it. What were the reasons you got involved in the first place? And even if you've identified reasons that are wrong for why you got into the relationship, I'm not saying that's a deal breaker. Oh, jump out, run. But I'm saying, just think about that because that could be the core of why things aren't working and the core of where you need an intervention. And, my husband always says, if my appendix was about to rupture and I'm writhing in pain and I need help, would I go into the kitchen, grab a knife, cut my stomach open, and pull out my appendix? No. And that's what we do in relationships. We say, you know what? I don't need nobody's help. I can figure this out on my own. I got this book. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to go fix this myself. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens? You keep doing some of the same. You keep falling into those same patterns. Those triggers that get you upset, you haven't even identified what they are because we need somebody from the outside to objectively bring forth that awareness to help us. You need that support from the outside to give you that awareness so that you can start fixing things yourself. Because ultimately, you have to do the work. Nobody can fix it for you. You can't go to a counselor and say, fix him, because that's not going to work. You're going to have to do some work. But please be aware that self-awareness is important and you need outside help. If my appendix is about to rupture, I'm going to the ER. It's just that simple. If you're in marriage, if you're about to go to get a divorce or separate and end all be all, go get some help. Don't say, you know what, I'm throwing up my hands. Don't wait till the last minute where now you guys are fighting and somebody calls the police and now there's a scratch on you and you got a domestic violence charge because you didn't deal with this earlier. Okay? Because I've seen that happen too. That's the number one reason how people get locked up, spend the night in jail, because they say, you know what, I could fix this myself. I'm going to work on this myself. I could do this. But really, you need that outside objective help to bring self-awareness so then you can really start doing some real work. So I love you guys. I'm finished ranting. Please comment. Let me know what you think. We're here as a support. I do this all day and night, and I love it. I still have energy for it, so it's definitely my passion. But if you are questioning your relationship, questioning why you got into this relationship in the first place, call somebody up and get some help. I'm here as a support, but and wherever your community is out there, there's somebody out there that knows a little bit more than you and can give you a different perspective. So go get some help. All right? Mars Life.